Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today I'm bringing to you a light and fresh springtime makeup look using my Shop My Stash products. In case you missed it, this month my friend Kelly from GlamWithKelly and I are shopping our stash for the makeup that we would immediately want to replace should all of our makeup disappear. So in case you missed that video, I will link it up in the eye and down in the description box. But I have a small curated collection here of products that I'm going to be using for the entire month of May, hopefully not using anything else. And today I just felt like giving you some tips and tricks and product application that can give you a very light, fresh, and springtime look like this one. So if that sounds like fun to you, then just keep watching because we're getting into this look right now. Alright, so before we get into the rest of the face, I'm going to tell you what I used for my base. I started off as I do most days with my Coats Face Moisture lightly tinted sunscreen, SPF 35. This works as a primer for me, and so I use this pretty much every day unless I have a specific need for a primer. And then in an effort to keep this face as fresh as possible, I went in with my Glossier Stretch Concealer in the shade G10, and I applied this on my under eyes and a little bit over the upper lip prior to putting on my BB cream, because I just feel like some days when I want a more natural, fresh look, it behooves me to put on the concealer and then blend my foundation up over the concealer. I feel like I have less of that stark sort of triangle or brightened area. It's still brightened, but it's more blended this way. And then I went in with my tried and true Beloved that I will probably have to repurchase after May is over because this is in my Shop My Stash. As I mentioned in the intro, this is my Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream in the shade 23. I love this because number one, it has an additional sunscreen for me, a sunscreen SPF rather of 42 PA+++, which has got to be good if there's 3 pluses. And I just really like this one. It's long lasting for me, but it's easy to apply. As you're seeing, I use my fingers for this one. Starts off looking a little gray, but I think that's because of the sunscreen, the mineral sunscreen that's in this product. And as I warm it and work it into my skin, it really does not look gray anymore. And then last but not least, I went ahead and set the face and the under eyes with my Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I love this powder. It's really, really lightweight, and so when I'm wanting to look fresh, maybe not dewy per se, but fresh, not matte. The other thing I love about this powder is that cream products, which we use a few today, do apply beautifully over this powder. And then after I'm done applying the cream powder, I just take whatever's left on my powder brush and pounce that over the areas where I applied cream products, and everybody is locked into place for the day. So that is what I started with, and now we're going to get into bronzer. For my bronzer today, I decided to go in with my Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer. Number one, because I haven't been using it so far this month. I've been reaching for my Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand and my L'Oreal Bronze It a lot more. So today I thought, let's go with a matte bronzer and sort of limit the amount of dew I have on my face, because while I like dew and glow, I don't always want my entire face to be cream products or to be dewy or what have you. I like to be a little bit more strategic with that, especially during the springtime. Now come summer, I'm gonna get my glow on, and this one is beautiful. I like this one because it's very hard to go overboard because it builds up nicely. So, you know, as you're putting very thin, light layers of this on, you can really stop and assess the situation and you know, decide how much bronze you actually want. It also smells like vacation, which is never a bad thing, especially during a pandemic. And I really like this product. I do recommend it. I know it's spendy, and you certainly do not need this bronzer to recreate this look. As with any of my videos, you just need a matte bronzer that you like and that works well for you. It's not too warm, but it is warm enough. It doesn't look ashy or gray or anything on me, but it's also not super orange or yellow. It almost has like a rosy tone to it, which is definitely my perfect bronzer tone. Now, before we go into blush, I want to apply highlighter. I'm going to use a cream highlighter today from ColourPop. This is one of their light sticks in the shade Earth. It's a really pretty pinky, kind of peachy champagne color. And because I'm also using a cream blush, which is a tiny bit sheer, I like to put my highlighter on before so I don't cover up that blush. And as you're seeing here, I really like to apply this with a sponge. It does look just as beautiful with a duo fiber brush, but I just really like the way that I can press this into my skin this way and really control the product, layer it up if I need to, and, you know, call it a day. I just want a natural glow on my skin and under my blush. All right, so the blush that I have been loving this month so far is the Flower Beauty Blush Balm in the shade Pinched. This is a really beautiful, I don't know what I would call this. It's peachy, but it's more than peachy. I feel like it's a little bit nude, maybe a little bit apricot. I'm going to take my Duo Fiber e.l.f. 105 brush and really load this up on the brush. This is the blush I was talking about, that it is very sheer. The other way I've been loving this blush this month is with a NARS, like more of a sheer blush from NARS, layered up over top. The blush is called Luster, and you can probably see this fat part on either side of my nose. I'm also putting the blush here today because I think it makes the blush look a little bit more natural. When I get sun on my face, it's not just right on the cheeks. But the palette we're using today, of course, is in my Shop My Stash for May, and this is one that I have loved since the beginning of my journey in beauty, even before I started my YouTube channel, and that is my Lorac Mega Pro 2. This is the most beautiful and basic eyeshadow palette ever, and I'm kind of working on a few shades in here, but mostly I just love this palette. There's no end to the looks that I can create with this, and while I have 3 other eyeshadow palettes in my Shop My Stash, this is the one that I wanted to use today. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start off the look with this peachy shade right here called Melon. That is one of the shades I'm actually working on for my Unofficial project pan that I'm doing, and in case you missed that, I'll link the intro and my recent update. I think next I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Cinnamon. It is so pretty. It's such a gorgeous shade. I'm going to put this on like the outer third of my lid, and then I'm gonna slightly blend this up into the crease, kind of as my crease shade. But I just want like a really soft, diffused, kind of peachy look today. I think peachy. This will kind of be my depth, I think, for this look, because like I said, I want it really light and fresh. Who's got the fresh counter? How many times have I said it already this video? Alright, taking the same brush I used for the first shade Melon, I'm just going to lightly blend in the crease. I'm gonna kind of blend it out horizontally. This little experiment, in case you missed it, my friend Kelly and I are doing a little experiment in our Shop Our Stash series this month, and it's all about the products that we would immediately want to replace if all of our makeup disappeared. And I will link those two videos, mine and Kelly's, down below in case you missed them. But it's been really fun already, but it's also let me know already things that I am missing. I'm taking a short little smudgy brush and picking up that same color cinnamon, and I'm gonna run this along the lower lash line. I already have a couple things on my mind that I feel like I am missing, like missing certain products, not a type of product that I'm missing necessarily. But you'll have to stay tuned, because at the end of the month I am going to update you all on this little Shop My Stash experience, or experiment rather, and how I felt about it, how I feel about it after using this abbreviated collection that I created after 1 month. What did I miss? What do I feel like I might be able to let go? Things like that. Okay. For the lid, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Peony, and it's kind of peachy pink. And it is one of the shades that I have hit pan on for good reason. This is such a pretty shade. These shadows are just phenomenal. They're effortless, they're smooth. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is called Seashell. It's a cream colored, like satin inner corner type shade, so I'm gonna go with that one today for the inner corner. First, kind of wrap it around the tear duct area. And so many shadows make my inner corner like area look dry and all of that, and this just doesn't. It just is perfect. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and use that same shade on the brow bone, just right under the brow arch. No, I haven't done my brow yet because I have a new product for that. So here we are at brows, and I do have a new product to try. My tinted brow gel ran out, and instead of replacing it with a tinted brow gel, I decided to pick up the Patrick Ta Major Brow, and I did get the tinted version. So you're supposed to put a drop or spurts of setting spray on here and activate it that way. So that's what we're going to do. I don't have the Patrick Ta tool. It was out of stock at the time that I ordered the Major Brows, so I didn't really feel like it was 100% necessary anyways, because I have a spoolie and I have an eyebrow angled brush. So we're gonna give this a try. I opted for the tinted version because I know myself and I am very lazy about my about my brows during the warmer months. I just can't be bothered, it seems like, and so I kind of thought this might be a fun product to try. I'm gonna go in with this little angled brush. I think it was Khaki Loves Reviews, whatever her name is. I'll link her video that I'm talking about down below, but when she tried this, she was like, oh, I wonder if I can actually use a brush and like kind of draw on, you know, brush strokes or hair strokes, and she was able to, so I kind of want to try that too. Definitely a learning curve with this one, but I like how that looks. That's just enough. I'm gonna pop off of here and do some mascara, no liner, again keeping it light and fresh, and then we'll come back for a lip and the final look. All right, we are back and we're ready for lips. I did go ahead and apply my Bare Minerals Lashtopia mascara on the top lashes and my Milk Kush mascara on the bottom or lower lashes. Let me show you this little combo that I was talking about earlier, but we're gonna go light, okay? I'm gonna sweep it on. I'm gonna take my soft, fluffy Real Techniques brush and go into the shade Luster from NARS and just lightly sweep on the apples here. Yes, much better. See? Oh, fresh. Much better. Much better. So I'm going to start out with my Holy Grail all the time MAC Whirl lip liner. Okay, there's a lip liner. You can see I filled in kind of on the outsides of both the top and bottom lip. It's kind of like a contour, if you will. I think I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution lipstick. This is in the shade Very Victoria. Just a really pretty nude. I kind of want a gloss. I think I'll use just a titch of Cherry Mocha lip gloss from Ofra. And I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand actually and just tap it onto the lips. I've been trying to do that more lately, so you can see it. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, I'm digging it. So this is our light and fresh springtime look using my Shop My Stash products for the month of May. Let me know, what do you think down below? But I really like this. I do think this is very light, fresh. It feels light because of the type of powder that I use, because of the base products in general that I use. But hopefully you took away something from this video, tips and tricks to keep your makeup light and fresh for spring, types of products, how to apply things, very simple things like using a damp beauty blender to go over your face after you've powdered, picking up any excess powder, but also really pressing the products into the skin, making it look more skin-like. Of course, you can do this look with any products that you have at home. I would love to hear down in the comments what are some of your favorite light and fresh products for spring and summer looks. I'm not ready for summer yet. I'm enjoying spring. I want to stay here in spring for a little bit. I hope that you are staying safe and well right now. I hope that you are being kind to others and most of all to yourself. And I hope if you're wearing makeup right now, and I hope you are, that all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful, light, and fresh springtime makeup days. And I will see you in my next video real soon.
I started it off as
the planes are insane today. I didn't mean to rhyme.
I think I'm gonna go in with the the